Hey, it's Courier Girl, and today we're headed to San Antonio, Texas for another job search. San Antonio is such a pretty city. They have the nice river walk with all of the different restaurants and stores along it. It's just a nice place to spend the afternoon. And there is, of course, the Alamo, which I've been to several times. Did you know that there was a time in history that Mexico actually closed its borders to the US? Because of all of the immigrants coming over the border. Isn't that funny? Wow, how times have changed. Okay, so let's get to the job search. So, San Antonio is close to several large cities or areas of the country. Austin, which we just did not too long ago, is about an hour, 20 minutes away. Corpus Christi, which is the south, kind of like southeast, is about 2 hours away. Laredo, which is a Mexican border town, is 2 hours, 20 minutes away. And I forgot to put Del Rio, which is about 50 miles north of Laredo, which is also a border town. I think that's about 180 miles, so maybe 2.5 to 3 hours away. I've been there as well because I used to work for a company that did business in Laredo. And Houston is almost 3 hours away from San Antonio. So those are the major cities that there's going to be a lot of back and forth. You know, you get to some of these smaller towns and these border towns, they don't have a lot of support industry there. So if you have to call somebody to do repairs or bring supplies or whatever, a lot of times they're coming out of San Antonio. So there's a lot of traffic going back and forth between those towns, including courier traffic sometimes. All right, so let's zoom back in and then we're going to get right to the job search. So, courier business, San Antonio, Texas. We're going to start with the map and then we're going to go scroll down through here later. All right. Drop-off courier service is the first up. And let's just check out their website. Same-day delivery, helping you stay on track. Drop-off is one that we've seen a lot of different places. I believe that is an app type thing. And you can go to become a driver. And I just said it's an app. They use an app, but they're not like a DoorDash, I don't think. All right, so here are their different places where they are hiring. You can see that they are all over. We just talked about Corpus Christi. They're looking for somebody in Corpus Christi. Let's see. City. Let's go to San Antonio. And I'm not seeing anything specifically for San Antonio, but that doesn't mean anything. It just means that they don't have it on their website. Courier companies are always looking for drivers. So even if they're not specifically advertising, it doesn't mean they don't know or they don't need people like us. Okay, I clicked on Austin just to kind of show you what their jobs are about. So you fill out this form and it's got a lot of questions, a lot of different questions. Just remember that you can fill out a form, but that doesn't mean you're going to take the job. That may just mean that you are thinking about the job. And when you talk to them later, you may or may not decide that you want to have a job with them after all. Let's look at this again because I did not pay by the delivery, drive your own vehicle. These are independent contractors. We probably already knew that. And their jobs are done through fountain.com, which is kind of they're using them as a third-party provider to handle all their applications and jobs. So there you have, that's it for drop off. And here's a phone number if you want to give them a call. Okay, Couriers of San Antonio. Deliveries throughout Texas. Locally owned, South Texas, San Antonio. Here is their phone numbers. It's their main number, so I would call that first. Here's their dispatch email. Their phone numbers are also right here. Join our team. Let's see. South Texas, including Corpus Christi and the Valley. They want you to have a valid Class C driver's license. I don't know what that means in Texas talk. So if you're in Texas, hopefully you know that. And it's paid by commission based on a % of revenue for each job, and they are independent contractors, owner-operators. So this is exactly what we are looking for. If you want to get an application, you click here and download. You can fax it to them, you can email it to them. And let's see what else they say about us. Check that out. Services, check that out. And let's see if there's any other contact information. No, this is just a form you can fill out in addition to the phone numbers that we already found. So yeah, that is one that you can look into. Quick Courier does not have a website. So here's their phone number. Here's their address. Looks like it's running out of a house. Nothing wrong with that. Good reviews, and recent ones too. This was a bad one from a couple months ago. This was this looks like it's a bad review from a driver, but we don't know all the information, so don't use that as a reason to completely not contact them at least. And the other reviews are from a long time ago. All right, so there's that one. Reliable Couriers has a website. Reliable Courier, San Antonio, 1 hour or less and same day. Here's their phone number right here. They have a lot of different things that they do. Services, services. Let's see. Usually these types of websites have something about become a driver if you scroll down far enough. Read through the FAQs, read through the whole website, of course. Drivers want it, apply today. This is a website template. We've seen similar websites from lots of courier companies. So what they're doing is they're buying a pre-made site and filling in their information. Here's a phone number, by the way, if I didn't already say that. Delivery jobs, independent contractors, right there. But you're still going to get a background check or a motor vehicle check. So you fill in all of this stuff and submit an application. Let's check out their service area. Lots of different states. So I thought this was one of our more national ones. So if you are in these other areas looking for a job, then check them out here. Now, a lot of times what they do is they won't have an office there, so they will contract with a local courier company to get the job done in your city. So you might actually be working through them, but under somebody else. Okay, and then contact, let's see if there's something different than the 888 number. Here is that number again. Here's support. Here is, let's browse locations again and apply for delivery jobs. We already looked at that. So I'm going to check this out again and see where Texas is. Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. View location. Here's their local phone number. I thought that I remembered that from other places, and we probably saw that in the beginning, and I just didn't think about saying, hey, here it is. All right, so There's the local number to call to find out about local jobs, which I always recommend doing. Okay, who's next? CFI Delivery Ltd. All right. This looks like lots of big shipments, but it doesn't mean anything from the pictures. Remember, pictures are marketing pieces, so they don't always reflect exactly what you would be doing. Okay. Services, freight and warehousing, scheduled delivery, medical delivery, legal delivery. So they are using couriers. We'll go to employment here in a minute. Just want to kind of look this over real quick. Read all of this. And that's it for there. Not very much. Contact us. Holidays. What's it say about holidays? Just curious. This is just telling you when they're closed. However, they'll still do deliveries at holiday rates. Okay, employment. If you are reliable, courteous, and efficient, contract work. This tells me independent contractor. They are always accepting applications, almost always. And here is their email, or you can send this via the form. And here is their San Antonio phone number to get information on that. And here are some of the different things that they do. All right. Okay. So that's how to get in touch with them. All right, let's go back to the home page and go on to the next one. Accurate Courier Services. Their website. Oh, account suspended. That's not very good. Hopefully the company's not suspended. Let's see what else we can find. Here's a phone number. Here is a few reviews. This is a bad review from 3 years ago. All bad reviews, but they're from a while ago. Let's see. You could call them and see if they're still around and what they're doing, and you can talk to them and see what's going on with them. Just because it has bad reviews from a while ago doesn't mean they're still that way. But use your judgment, use your intuition, and see what kind of vibe you get off of them before making a decision. Okay. Mission Courier. I believe I've seen this one before too. Call for rates right here. Read through all of this. Let's see. Looks like mostly they're within the local area because they say out of county deliveries, which means that they'll go further, but I think they're mostly local. All right, here's their phone number again. Here's their email. We offer great courier service to all of Texas, and they really don't have any other things on their menu other than gallery, which is going to be pictures. So I would just call them and see what they're all about and see if it would be a good fit. Okay, Courier delivers. Does not have a website, but here is their phone number. Looks like they're running out of a house. Nothing wrong with that. They have great reviews for 3 reviews, but they're from, well, this one's new. This one's 3 weeks ago, but then 4 and 2 years ago. So obviously the newer the reviews, the more they're going to be applicable, because older reviews, a lot can change. You're not the same person you were 4 or 5 years ago. These companies often aren't either. Okay, let's see. Cutting Edge Courier. We're going to check them out. Lots of them today, huh? Get the Edge. Cost-effective, fast, and reliable. They have, what are these, daggers or swords? Read all about this. Local deliveries, after hours, out of city deliveries, schedule service. About us, contact us. Here's an email, here is a phone number, here's a little form you can fill out, here is their address. So it doesn't say anything. I think contact's just going to take us, to the same spot on this one page. It's a one-page website, and these menu items just jump to different spots in the page. So it doesn't say anything about driving, but they're probably looking for great drivers, so I would give them a call and find out more about what their company does, how it fits in with what you're doing, and see if it's a good fit. Okay, Cutting Edge Action Courier. Okay. So this tells you about what they're doing, local and statewide deliveries. And they have scheduled routes and different things here. So they also have warehousing. You notice a lot of these courier companies also have warehousing, which is an extra service that companies like. If you have a company that needs supplies but you don't have a lot of space, you can use a company like this. They'll hold your stuff for you and then bring it to you as you need it. So therefore you can buy truckload quantities, get better prices, but only have a few cases in your actual location at a time, or a skid or something like that. So anyway, services. All of these different things are their services. So service areas, San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi, Laredo. So all these different places and everywhere in between. So pretty much all around Texas. Price quote company information. This just tells you about them. And contact us is their phone number. And they have 2 addresses. I would probably email customer service instead of billing if I was going to contact them about a job. Here's their phone number, but it's right here too. Okay, who is next? Fastest Courier Company. Quickest private courier service, fast and reliable. Our ship is bigger enough. Okay. And it looks like you can select your language. So what we do, I'm not sure if they're vision values. I don't know if they're doing importing. Not really sure what's going on here. Land freight, sea freight, air freight. Quickest cargo. And so I'm not sure if they're just doing importing. I feel like this is cargo and importing more than anything, but let's look at services. Land freight, air freight, sea freight, logistics. Yeah, I don't think this is really about the courier stuff that we are looking for. However, if you wanted to find out more information, you could fill out this form, or you could send them an email. Check their Facebook and Twitter. I don't see, did you see a phone number there? I don't think that I saw a phone number. And from the way that stuff is worded on their site, the grammar and the context and sentence structure, I feel like English is not their first language. So I don't know if this is US based. This could be, but it also could be a foreign based company that has a San Antonio office. I just am not getting enough information. All right. Beeline delivery service. Truckload. Now let's see. Fastest said courier, Beeline says freight forwarding. So we're going to just skip that because freight forwarding is, oh wait, no, we're not going to skip it because it says courier and small package. Let's see. What's it say about courier and small package? Learn more. Same day on-demand delivery. So they do have vans and courier works. Drivers, hotshot, direct hotshot, super hotshot, scheduled en route, fleet management, bobtail straight truck, stake bed. So customer service, drivers. Okay. Benefits of being an owner, operator, business partner. So that says independent contractor. I'm just trying to look and see. Regional offices, Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma. Home every weekend. That means you'd be on the road during the week. But this is for a Class A person. So you could call them right here at this phone number and say, hey, I see you do courier work. What do you have for people in smaller vehicles for courier work versus the freight type of work? And maybe they can get you to the right person. Here is a phone number and an address directly in San Antonio as well. So I wouldn't discount them because they do say that they do both kinds of work. Let's see what couriers say. Dispatcher customer service, agents trucking company. Yeah, there's not enough information to say. So I would call them and just ask, see what's going on with them and see if it's something that might fit into what you're looking for. Okay, Beeline. Dependable Express is another courier service. Does not have a website. Here is their phone number right here. Some different pictures. Let's see. Bad reviews 6 months ago and 2 years ago and 4 years ago. So we don't know if they're still like that. I would call and talk to them before making a decision. Are you hiring independent drivers? Yes. Apply in person. Their number seems to be out of service. That was, I don't know how long ago that was. So here's their address. I would call them, see if their number's still working, and if it is, you can talk to them and go from there. But if it isn't, then move on. There's plenty of other places to look for, right? Ed's Delivery Service doesn't have a website. Here's their phone number and their address. Looks like it's run out of a house. And they had a 5-star review just a week ago. So that's pretty good. All right. I'm just trying to look through and see if I see anything else. Okay, just give them a call and see what's going on with them. Stat Overnight Delivery is a nationwide company. We've looked at them many times. We'll look at them again because we're in San Antonio. Delivering at the speed of life. Call us here. Here's their customer support email. I would try that one first. Let's see, I can't remember where they're. Here it is, job openings. Independent contractor. Look at all of these different places. So you would just find the one that you're looking for. We're going to look just at the first one, which I know is in Atlanta, but it'll just give you an idea of what it looks like as far as when you're looking for jobs. If your city's not on here, don't worry about it. Contact them anyway. And you can click apply if you like what you see and you want to know more. Let's see, contact. Richardson, Texas is their headquarters. So no matter what city you're in, that's going to be their headquarters. You can call them right there and ask for the local number to the local branch, or who to talk to about possibly becoming an independent contractor. And you can also look at their social media and see what you think about that. Lightspeed Courier does not have a website. Here's their phone number and their address. Looks like a warehouse type building. Good reviews, but they're from a while ago. So yeah, so just give them a call and see what you think about them. Okay. Sir Enviros International Envios International Courier. Here is their phone number. They're shipping and a mailing service. So they're mailing things and shipping things. They're not a courier. Probably to Mexico and South America because it is in Spanish. All right. Medcare Express Delivery Service. Welcome. Glad you found us. Logistics for medical courier work in San Antonio and South Texas. So they are 100% devoted to healthcare. All right. Scheduled and routed services, expedited on demand. Let's see, delivery. This tells you what they do. Here's their phone numbers right here, and contact us. Their phone number, I do not see an email address, but that's okay. You can just give them a call. You know, I'm always about giving them a call anyway. So it's the same phone number that's listed right there. The reason that I check the contact page too is because sometimes it's a different phone number listed. And so I just like to make sure that I get all possible contact information. And sometimes on the jobs pages, I'll have different contact information or different contact information for different cities. All right. Alamo Parcel Logistics. No website. Here's their phone number and their address. Looks like they're in an office building. Let's see. This is a review from an employee who thinks that they're amazing. And this was 6 months ago. And this was a bad review from somebody who interviewed, but you get a response from the owner, which is also a good sign. Let's see. So I would give them a call and see what they have to say. It looks like from their sparse reviews that they are responsive and they do kind of care about their people, which is important. All right, so moving on, reliable couriers. This is reliable couriers also, but this one does not have a website. It just has a phone number. Let's see the one at the top. Different address. So this is a local company called Reliable Couriers as opposed to the national company that we found before. All right, so here's their local phone number. Here is an address, looks like an apartment building, and a little bit about them. So I would just give them a call and see what's going on. Again, you don't have to have a storefront, you don't have to have an office or warehouse. You can actually run this type of business from a mobile phone if you're doing a good job with it. So don't be deterred by the fact that there aren't websites for some of these people or it looks like they're running out of their house. That's okay. All right, let's go back to our search and go beyond the maps and look at what's in the actual Google search results. We already looked at them. Expertise. Oh, this is just going to be a list of courier services. You can look at these on your own. It's probably going to be mostly what we've already seen. Couriers of San Antonio. Did we look at that one already? Yes, we did. Mission we looked at. Drop-off we looked at. This is another list. Metro 1 Courier. Did we look at this one already? No, I don't think we did. Who we are and what we do. First class courier and freight. You can read all about this. Some of the different things we do. Here is their phone number. Cities, San Antonio, Austin, Fort Worth, Dallas, and Houston. So the major cities in Texas and probably anything in between. You know, they'll stop along the way for sure to deliver stuff. Their social media. Join our team. Probably go right here or you can go right here. Okay, independent contractor or dispatcher. You can fill in this information to get more information for the job, or you can email jobs@metrocourier.com, or you can call. Here's their San Antonio number. If you're in any of these other cities, here are their numbers as well. It's one thing I like about these job search videos, that it helps not only people in the city we're looking in, but in other cities and states as well. Okay. Metro 1. Fryit.com. This is an ad. Let's see what this is all about. Sometimes I find that the ads are not as specific to the city you're looking in. Local pickup and delivery for business. On-demand delivery service platform. Want to be a driver. Some of their accounts. Social media. This is for your own vehicle. Independent contractors. And you can fill this information in and let's do continue reading. Oh, there's nothing else there. Yeah, so they're probably, I'm just looking to see platform, overview, pricing, become a partner, location and hours, location and hours. Locations, nothing. Oh, never mind. Look, they're all over the country. So what this means is I'm wondering if it's an app-based thing, or if they are brokering with other courier companies, or if it's one of those deals like we say we're in your city and we'll call you if we have a delivery for you, but it doesn't mean that they're keeping people busy all the time. I don't know, but it's definitely worth checking into and seeing what it's all about. Driver FAQ. Okay, driver app. So there is a driver app. You have to pay a $25 fee for your background check and processing. They do that because they get tired of paying the fee and then people don't show up or it doesn't work out. So it's also, probably tax deductible. So that's a cost of doing business as an independent contractor. And think that even if you have to pay that fee, you're going to make way more than that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to read the rest of these FAQs. I was just I don't know, read through all of this and see what you think, and then decide if you're going to go forward with that. I don't have, by the way, I know I seem hesitant about this, but I don't have any bad view of this company at all. I don't have really any opinion. I'm just giving you the information. So, dispatch it. San Antonio Courier Service. Okay. We'll go to drivers. You build your own business, you work where you live, how it works. So it's an app-based thing. Dispatch It is an app-based thing. It's kind of like a gig economy thing. Okay, prioritydispatch.com. Locations, lots of different places. This doesn't even say that Texas is one of them. So this is telling me that, and this is one of the problems with looking for ads, is that this probably came up because of me being located in Cincinnati, not because I'm looking in San Antonio. So sometimes the ads will be more local to where you're looking. And if you're looking in your own city, that's great. But if you're like me, looking in cities for you all, it's going to be a little bit off sometimes. So, okay, let's go on to the courier jobs. Okay, courier jobs, San Antonio, Texas. We're going to scroll down here and look at more jobs. Okay, Stat Overnight Delivery, we already looked at them. Quest is usually a W-2 job. Here's another stat. Food courier. Car or scooter or bicycle, depending on the city. It's Dasher, so it's DoorDash. Let's see. Clinical pathology laboratories. Transporting medical specimens. A variety of clients. Paid time off, paid holidays, benefits, all of that is a W-2 job usually. Independent delivery driver, GoPuff is an app, DoorDash is an app. Courier, American Esoteric Labs. Let's see. We've looked at these people before, so benefits and all of that, I believe that is a W-2 job. Pharmaceutical courier, business delivery systems. Additional income for retirees, military, and first responders. So they're paying by the mile plus number of stops, fuel surcharge when applicable, pay tools when applicable. So this is going to be it's going to be an independent contractor job, I'm pretty sure. So you got to pay for your own gas, flexible schedule. You have to be able to work in the US. You have to have, all of this stuff. And I just want to talk about this for a minute. Must be able to lift a minimum of 70 pounds. I've had jobs where they said that, but I can tell you that there's a difference between a job where you have to occasionally lift 70 pounds and a job where that's what you do all day, every day. So, and keep in mind that you can also have usually carts, dollies, etc. So I wouldn't just pass this over if you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't lift that much. Because it also says retirees, military, and first responders. A lot of retirees aren't able to lift that much anymore. So I wouldn't like pass this one over because of that. I would call and talk to them about it, and that could be just part of what you talk about. Pharmaceutical couriers, I've done a lot of pharmaceutical work. Unless you're doing equipment, it's usually not that intense. Okay. National Pharmaceutical Transportation Company. Notice how they don't say the name of the company. Not a sales job. It is independent contractors. And it's not really telling us who it is. Business delivery systems, they're probably matching people up with jobs. So you're going to have to go through this ad. Not my first choice, but it is what it is. Okay. Baptist Health System. It's an employee job. You can tell right here. Sonic Healthcare USA. See, driving and always signal before you turn. That's funny. In other words, you follow the rules of the road. It doesn't really say enough to tell you about this particular job. Sonic Healthcare USA. Let's look them up. Mid-South, Southwest. We could guess at which one this is, but we don't know for sure. Sonic Healthcare, corporate responsibility, about us. I'm not seeing enough careers. See, I just clicked on jobs to see what it said. And it's taking us to a different website, so they're using somebody else to put their job postings on. So this is their page within the job posting site. So I'm just trying to see, this is all courier part-time, location. I could just type it in, huh? But I'm not gonna. San Antonio, Texas. View jobs. All right, phlebotomist, courier. Here's more information. It looks like it's an employee job. So there you have it. Got to do a little bit of digging sometimes, don't you? Okay. Quest is going to be a W-2 job. NAMI Health. Let's see. We are They want people who are bilingual. I did a video on language not too long ago and how important it is to be fluent in the language of the area that you're working in. In most of Texas, it's going to be both Spanish and English. So if you're really great at both, that is definitely a hiring point, among other things. I'm not seeing anything that tells me, I could be missing it, but I'm not seeing anything that's telling me whether it is a W-2 or a 1099 job. Let's look them up. NAMI Health. I feel like I've got a little slow internet right now. Careers. They're using a third-party site also called WorkStream. Show all open positions. These, by the way, are miles from me, not miles from San Antonio. Put in that city and see what happens. You put in keywords, courier. It's tons of jobs. Nothing's coming up. So I would say that you're going to have to probably apply through here. I had a feeling nothing was going to come up. Okay, Caviar is an app. US Pack is a national company. And I believe you can go to their website and find out about that as well. So this is pharmaceutical. So this is pharmaceutical delivery to people's homes. Say they get out of the hospital and they need IV antibiotics, or they have feeding tube stuff or stuff like that. That's often what you would be delivering. So let's go and look at their website real quick. Yeah, go uspack.com, contractor opportunities. See, they're in a bunch of different states. Going to narrow it down, but again, wherever you are in the country, you can. Here's a phone number too. right here you can call about different opportunities. It's still thinking. Oh, here it is. U.S. Pack script, San Antonio, Texas. Car, small SUV, crossover vehicle, on-demand deliveries between 9 a.m. and 8 a.m. One way and service 140-mile radius. And they do use an app, so you need a smartphone. And you can click here for more information, and then you can fill out your info. Now, I would also call this number, find out who talked to you personally about it, and see if you can just get an interview with them. Okay. Eurofins. Eurofins, Eurofins. Shipping, receiving, storing, logging samples. It's $16 an hour with full-time benefits. So that would be a W-2 job. DoorDash, Backflip. Backflip, I believe, is an app also. Unload vehicle and shelf items, load vehicle, more job highlights. Let's see. Just typing it in. Backflip.com. Okay, this is about selling things. So that's not what I'm looking for. I think it's about selling your used stuff, and then the couriers would pick it up and deliver it. I'm not, but I'm pretty sure it's app-based. I know that I've looked at them before. So I would research them before contacting them. Okay, mail courier. Daily incoming and outgoing mail to credit human business units. Branches of, so you would have to take things to different branches. Insurance to college tuition reimbursement. This is a W-2 job. Quest is an app. Caviar is an app. DoorDash is an app. Clinical pathology laboratories. This is a W-2 job. Independent courier driver. Full or part-time. Per order delivered is how they pay it. This is tires and auto parts to different stores. So you're picking up from a warehouse, and this is experience with larger loads. So this is probably not going to be working out of your car. I mean, tires and auto parts, I've carried auto parts before. Sometimes there's not much to it. Sometimes there are like a lot of really heavy stuff. Sometimes there's a lot of liquids and things like that. Cargo van, Sprinter, minivan, or large to mid-sized trucks are preferred. So this is independent contractor, I think. Salary, set rate per order. Let's see. All right, so let's look them up and see if we can find anything more on them. Transportation LLC does not have a website listed, but here's phone number. Yay! So you can call them up and see what they're all about. Tell them you saw the ad and you want more information. Okay. FedEx, we're going to skip them. Line Care, Lin Care, I guess. Setting up CPAPs. So you're going to need to have some more training. CPAPs are breathing devices for people when they sleep. So you're going to have to probably set them up, probably show people how to use them, cleans rental equipment when it's returned to the center. So this is going to be a W-2 job. I'm quite sure of it. Okay. Gray Bar, I believe, is an app. Oh, never mind. You will safely drive a gray bar truck or van from the warehouse. You're driving their truck and it's a salary position, so W-2. Okay, we already looked at this one. DoorDash again. Drive Forest East with cargo and sprinter vans for courier delivery. Let's see. More job highlights. So you have to have a van already. So this is going to be your own vehicle. This is going to be a 1099 job. All right, Drive Force East, San Antonio, Texas. Let's check them out. By the way, in order to do that, just to let you know, what I do is I highlight what I want, I right click on it, and then I do search Google for that. That's how I'm finding these. It's a little trick to searching. Okay, so Drive Force East LLC, San Antonio, Texas does not look like I'm not really finding a website for them. You can do a little bit more searching if you want. Okay. Lab Tech Diagnostics, Medical Courier, second shift. They're going to give you insurance and stuff like that. And so therefore it is a W-2 job. It doesn't say if you're driving their car or your car, but it doesn't matter. It's not what we're looking for. DoorDash InSync Staffing is going to be a staffing company that is looking for couriers for a client of theirs. So you would be, they would help you find a courier job. All right, DoorDash again, Fetch Package, I believe is an app-based thing. BB Recruitment is another like hiring company that is looking for drivers and couriers for their clients. Uber is Uber. San Antonio Express News. This would be delivering newspapers. So it's an independent contractor. I didn't know there was still newspaper delivery. I guess there is. That used to be a big thing when newspapers were a big thing before the internet got big. And you basically pick up all the newspapers. This is usually kind of in the middle of the night. And then you drive around neighborhoods and throw them at people's houses. That type of thing. Caviar is an app. Brinks is probably a W-2 job, and it's going to be, so yeah, employee benefits. It's going to be like armored trucks and stuff like that. Drive Force US, T-Force Logistics. This is T-Force, which is a national company, and they hire independent contractors all the time. Let's see what they're talking about. We're just going to search this. Okay, T-Force Logistics Home. You can read all about them here. Opportunities, US. So they're both in the US and Canada if you're interested in working in Canada. Look, they have no opportunities. Just kidding. You can fill this out to find your opportunity search here. Let's just do Texas, San Antonio. Just see what happens if we don't put in anything. All right, search results. Service providers with lift gates and cargo and sprinter vans. And then you would go to application FAQs. So you can read through these about applying. They should be able to help you out. And I did not see I'm looking for their homepage again. Industries, contact, send us a message. Okay, so US phone number, Canadian phone number. Go here for open opportunities in the US. We already looked there. You can also email them. When you can also apply through this thing. And T-Force is pretty much everywhere, so in any state that you're in, you can look them up and see what they've got. Okay. DoorDash, Caviar, Caviar, DoorDash, DoorDash, Caviar, FedEx, DoorDash, Caviar, all of these. Yeah, it looks like the rest of them, just seeing if there's anything that's not DoorDash and Caviar. And the reason that people advertise these, like, because they have to pay for advertising, it's not necessarily free. These are Google results, so if you put yourself in there, you're going to be okay. But what happens is these companies you can set up as an affiliate, and if you refer people to like DoorDash and they sign up under your link, you get a small amount of money. So a lot of people are out advertising these, trying just to make money on the affiliate or the referral links. That's why you're seeing so many different ones. All right, I'm going to stop right here because we've just looked at a ton of those. So this is it for San Antonio, Texas. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it helpful. We got a lot of different things that you can use, a lot of resources you can use to search for jobs. So that's it for now. This is Courier Girl signing out, and I will see you on the road.